Welcome to S44 Intel. This report provides situational awareness and strategic context regarding the current situation in the Middle East. A United States carrier group has intercepted an Iranian drone. Iranian fast boats have threatened an American tanker Neuroman, and Washington has tied negotiations with Tehran to military timelines. This is no longer background tension. This is a compressed decision window. Here is the current operational assessment. A senior United States diplomatic source confirms the current force buildup is operating under a time constraint. Either negotiations advance, or deployed forces may be used militarily. This signals a shift from passive deterrence to coercive diplomacy, where military posture is directly linked to political outcomes. Now to maritime escalation. United States forces intercepted and destroyed an Iranian Chad 139 drone approaching the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier strike group. The intercept was conducted by United States F-35 fighter aircraft. This marks the first confirmed kinetic interception involving the carrier group in this escalation cycle. It shifts the environment from shadowing behavior into active engagement. CENTCOM also reports that fast boats and an Iranian drone approached a United States flagged tanker north of Oman, threatening to seize the vessel. This creates a second escalation pathway targeting commercial shipping alongside military assets. Together, these incidents raise miscalculation risk and increase pressure on command decision-making. Now to negotiation pressure. Iran is demanding talks move from Istanbul to Muscat and be limited strictly to nuclear issues. Ballistic missiles and proxy networks are being excluded from Tehran's proposed framework. At the same time, Iran has threatened to withdraw from negotiations entirely. Despite this, United States officials confirmed talks remain scheduled for Friday. This reflects fragile diplomacy under tightening timelines. Now to coalition pressure. Israeli leadership has intensified engagement with Washington, pressing red lines that include enrichment, missiles, and proxy networks. Israeli military officials have briefed U.S. leadership on strike planning scenarios. However, reporting indicates Washington remains hesitant to authorize military action. This divergence between Israeli urgency and American caution is now shaping the negotiation environment. Regional escalation expectations are already forming. Iranian-backed militias are assessed to be prepared to enter the conflict if the United States strikes Iran. Israeli commanders assess Hezbollah would join the war. Saudi sources indicate Riyadh expects Iran to focus retaliation on U.S. assets and plans to remain neutral if only American targets are struck. Analyst Assessment. This environment reflects convergence between coercive diplomacy and operational proximity escalation. Drone interceptions and tanker harassment represent a structural escalation step. They increase the likelihood that tactical incidents will drive strategic decisions. Negotiation disputes over venue and scope further weaken diplomatic stability. This does not confirm imminent strikes. It confirms a rapidly tightening decision environment. Bottom line. Military contact near the USS Abraham Lincoln and threats against American shipping have raised operational risk. Negotiations remain fragile due to agenda conflicts and coalition pressure. Washington is signaling time constraints. Tehran is testing leverage through maritime actions. The most immediate risk remains incident-driven escalation in the Gulf occurring while diplomatic timelines narrow and strike decisions remain unresolved. This concludes the current operational assessment. S44 Intel will continue tracking maritime contact activity, negotiation movement, and escalation indicators across the region. Stay informed. Stay analytical. End of report.